Hi, Ellie here, and we are going to go through the differences between the Ooni Koda 2 and the Ooni Karu 2 pizza ovens. Let's do it. The Karu 2 was formerly known as the Karu 12G, and it's a 12-inch multi-fueled pizza oven. It comes with a wood grate as standard, and the gas burner is an optional extra. The Koda 2 is a 14-inch pizza oven, and it comes with the gas burner built into the oven. Both of them have powder-coated shells. I've compared the stone sizes between these two ovens. I've placed the Karu 2's pizza stone, which is a 12-inch stone, into the Koda 2's oven, so you can see the difference. There should be a difference of about 2 inches in the oven, 1.5 to 2 inches, because the Karu 12 is a 12-inch oven and the Koda 2 is a 14-inch oven. The Koda 2 does have a bigger area to cook on. Both of the stones in these ovens can be turned over. The Karu 2 has a door and a chimney, as well as an integrated temperature dial. The dial on the side is super helpful because I can monitor how hot that oven's getting without opening the door, which is really handy because once I open the door, I let all the heat out. With the Koda 2, the digital connect system, I've added the optional one on there. I didn't buy a new one. I took it off my Koda 2 Pro and placed it on the Koda 2. I will need to move it back to the Koda 2 Pro when I use it, but I just find it handy sometimes to have it there. Clearly, if I want to use it to cook meat, that you can have that meat probe to check out your temperatures, because these aren't just pizza ovens. They can do other things. They can cook cast iron pan dishes and other things like that. The Karu 2 has a very nice big grate, which is perfect for putting charcoal pieces and your wood pieces in there, and that can heat up this oven really well to a very high temperature, higher than you need. You will need to remove the wood grate from the oven and then place the gas burner at the back of the oven. Just slide it onto 2 little screws, and you've transformed your wood-fired oven within seconds into a gas-fired oven. That multi-fuel option is great to have with the Karu 2 if you are thinking of using wood mainly to cook with in your pizza oven. Performance-wise, they both cook super pizza. The Karu 2 does tend to heat up faster because it's smaller and it's got a door. The Karu 2 will be hotter at the back on the stone than the front. The door helps the stone stay warmer at the front. The Koda 2, with its new gas technology, has a more consistent stone temperature all around, even without a door. And the reason why the Karu 2 gets so hot at the back of the oven is because it's right next to the flame, and with the wood it will get hotter because of that intense heat from the wood. The gas cook on the Karu 2 is very impressive. It's always cooked really good pizza. The wood has cooked it really well. These ovens are cooking very similarly. The pizzas come out consistently in both of these ovens, which is really good. Weight-wise, the ovens are very portable and very easy for me to move around should I decide to use that one or this one. The Karu 2 is under 34 pounds in weight, which is 15.5 kilograms, and the Koda 2 is just under 35 pounds, which is 16 kilograms. And that's a weight I can carry around. I'm really happy to move them around. I'm not struggling at all. So these really are portable pizza ovens you can just store away, bring out when you need them. So which pizza oven are you thinking of buying, and why would you get the Koda 2 compared to the Karu 2? It will be personal preference, because if you're going to cook with wood mainly, you really should consider the Karu 2 because it cooks amazing pizza with wood. I love using the wood burner in this oven because it's portable and I can just bring the oven out, cook with wood, add a bit of charcoal now and again to keep it going, add a bit of wood here and there to give the flame, and it's just really easy to use. And it's also got that optional gas burner should you need it. If you're mainly going to cook with wood, one day you just fancy cooking with gas, then you've got that optional gas burner which cooks really well. You've also got a door which keeps the heat in, and it always stays clear so you can see inside, which is great. But if you want a bigger oven and you only want to cook with gas and you really don't want to be a wood-fired cook, you don't want messy charcoal and all that, then you may want to consider the Koda 2, because it is cleaner to use because you haven't got ash and charcoal and all those other peripherals that you will need for cooking with wood. You don't need that, and also it takes a bit longer to cook with wood. You've got to set it up, you've got to put all of the grate together, you've got to light it, and then if it goes out you've got to relight it, and then you've got to maintain it. Whereas with the gas burner on the Koda 2, you just click it on with the battery ignition and you don't have to worry about it, and also the flame size just stays consistent throughout your cook. With the gas burners. With the wood burners, your flame is going to depend on how much wood you've got in the back to produce that flame. So you're going to have to be more hands-on with the wood in the Karu tube. That's with any wood-fired oven. Watching it closely, maintaining it. With the Koda 2 gas oven, you are just clicking it on. Gas flame is where you set it. Instantly move the flame up and down depending on where you are on the dial, and so it's just easier to use all round. But if you love cooking with wood, then the Karu 2 does it perfectly. And also with the Karu 2, you can cook the pizza with the door open. You don't need to shut the door. Sometimes I do like cooking with the door open so I can see what's going on inside. It just depends on the weather. If it's like really breezy, I tend to keep the door on, and if it's not, I sometimes cook with the door off, which is handy to do. However, you do need to have the chimney on with the Karu 2. So if you don't mind having an oven with a tall chimney, then you are going to have to keep the chimney on, which is why I can't use the Karu 2 under my pizza kitchen, even if I'm cooking on gas, because the chimney has to stay on. So when you cook with a gas burner in the Karu 2, you will need to keep the chimney on and the door on, but the chimney always open. And so you do have that extra accessory of the chimney when you're cooking. Whereas with the Koda 2, there's no chimney. The heat just comes out the front. So it depends what your setup is outside, and that's why I can cook into the pizza kitchen in my Koda 2 oven and I can't with the Karu 2. I use it mostly for wood fire. 95% is wood-fired cooking, and it's also very portable. I can just pick it up and take it away. I can store smaller logs, and it's just easier to fill the grate because you don't have to put loads of fuel in there for it to heat up the oven. And what I love about the Koda 2 is the fact that gas technology is all new. Stone is consistently hot and I don't have to worry about the flame at all. And then I've got a bigger stone area and I can do some nice grizzling. I like to see my pizza cooking without a door as well. I've got a good view in the Koda 2 so I can see everything cooking, and it's very bright and light in there. The gas flame gives a nice bright view for you so you can see everything cooking. It's a bit darker, I find, in the Karu 2, especially with the door on. Other than that, I love both these ovens. It's a difficult choice if you're going to buy one of these, but I really think that you have to think about what fuel you are mainly going to use and go from there. Here he comes, looking for pizza. Hope you found this video useful. Let me know in the comments below if you've got the Karu 2 and what your thoughts are on the gas burner and the wood grate burner in there. If you've got the Koda 2, let me know what you think of it so far, because it is a new oven. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.